Have a good day!
Warning. The hobby of rocket building is 100% totally awesome. What you're about to witness is my adventure to build an over 6 feet tall Estes mean machine rocket, where my skill level in building rockets is at 100% zero. So will I succeed? Let's sit back, relax, and find out. Enjoy.
LA Beast here, and the other day, I broke the front porch stairs simply by walking down them. And together with my dad, spending $34 on supplies, 5 hours of labor, surprisingly to both of us, we somehow fixed the stairs, and they are now sturdier than the day that I moved into this house. So riding high on my personal victory of fixing the stairs, and somehow in the process, becoming a carpenter, I thought to myself, hey, why stop here when it comes to building and fixing things? And all that I plan on doing right here, right now, is channeling my inner Tim the Toolman Taylor, and hopefully in the process totally redeeming myself from when I tried to build a Van de Graaff machine. To where in a nutshell, a Van de Graaff machine is a silver dome. When you touch it, the static electricity makes your hair stand up on end. And after 5 weeks of hell trying to build this thing, after I finally got to the stage of plugging it in, it didn't work. After 58 days of painstaking mental meltdowns, without further ado, I am the LA Beast. And this is the Van de Graaff machine. Like an absolute boss. So in order to redeem myself, I headed on down to Zeppelin Hobbies in Wayne, New Jersey. And having no idea what I was doing, I asked the guy what the biggest launchable rocket they had was, and he supplied me with this ginormous 6 foot tall mean machine. And he threw a whole bunch of other different crap in a bag to where I have no idea what I'm doing. But utilizing my 9th grade science skills, I hope to build this rocket and blast it off safely in the backyard. Why? Because the last rocket that I built at summer camp back in 1993, 100% totally sucked. So without further ado, let's dominate this build. To where holding in my hands, I actually had to buy for $59.99 this starter kit, which actually includes a launch pad, which is this thing. So we have our launch pad. We have 4 paper towel roll looking things and some decals with the fins. Those are the fins right there. We have the top of the rocket and this little thing, whatever these things are. We have a bag full of stuff, including quite possibly rubber bands. This is what the rocket actually looks like. This is going to cause it to go 700 feet in the air, hopefully. We have some sandpaper, a ruler, some wood glue, some scissors, and then we have a pencil and some tape with an X-Acto knife which doesn't have the cover on it. And then we have the instructions. So I'm going to start reading the instructions and getting this process started. Alright, so as I'm actually scrolling through the instructions, maybe I'm in just a little bit over my head here. I now need to cut whatever that is out so I can mark the body tube. I had to take the ruler, and there has to be a 1-inch space right there towards the end, and then I have to mark. This is where like the engine is going to be somehow. So I'm going to mark on these lines and then use a door frame to extend the lines. So that's what we're going to do right now. Alrighty. Oh boy, hopefully this is good enough. We're assembling the engine mount. I need this yellow tubing, whatever this thing is, and I have to measure 1 inch and then insert some sort of ring. And then I have to measure 3/16. I'm not the greatest ruler guy here, but 3/16 on this guy. Oh boy.
In a couple seconds here, you're about to witness when a human being has their brain completely shut down worrying about measurements. Right there. I'm getting a little bit frustrated, as I don't know what 3/16 is.
And what I did, I took a match and I marked 1 inch, so I'm gonna pour some glue onto a paper, insert the glue, there's no turning back. Glue has been initiated, here we go. Okay. I'm going to take this green thing, we're gonna put it in the opposite end of where I put the glue, and then we're going to push it in using this tube. Hopefully this works. Alright, I can feel the glue touching the piece, and it's right to where it needs to be. Kind of, boom. This is going to be questionable at best. Alright, I just glued something. We glued it. Off camera very slowly, using the ruler, I marked off 1/4 inch, 1 inch, 3.5 inches, and then it's 3 7/8. And what we're going to do is somehow install this engine hook, or this little engine rod, and we're going to actually have to, right at the 3.5 mark, using the X-Acto knife, cut a little slit. Alright, well, you know what, I just made a crooked line. You know what, I think there's a thing that's gonna stabilize that somehow so it's straight. I think this is way too much glue. Alright, and then we're just gonna move it right on up. Okay. Fungule. Oh boy, you screwed it up. You screwed it up, pal. What are you doing, idiot? Oh no. I have glue all over the place. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it up. You idiot. I'm wiping glue on my pants. Alright. Just clean it up with your finger. Like, okay. Right, that's kind of not really how it goes. Okay, we're going to clean it up. I'm going to now, carefully utilizing my X-Acto knife, take out the laser cut centering rings. Okay. Boom. Here we go. We're going to attach this thing very gently. Okay. Boom. First centering ring, somehow, some way, glued. I guess we got to let this dry, and as you can see right there again, you got to leave a little room for the hook to move up and down. All right. This should actually be some sort of an engine mount that I just built. Aha. And then you should just be able to lift the engine rod. Boom. You sand that like this. Boom. Sand a little bit outside of the coupler, which, there you go, a little coupler sanding action. Alright, and now we're just going to insert it like that, somehow. While twisting it. Coupler number 1, inserted. Boom. Alright, so we got the couplers on tube number 1, tube number 2, the fins, this is the bottom. This is where the engine goes. Fins go right there. I had to mark the leading edges, something with the leading edges there, and what I'm going to have to do now, file it down at a 45-degree angle, then round the edges somehow. So that's what we're going to do. You know what? I'm the Bob Ross. Okay, I'm the Bob Ross of model rockets. Specifically, it's got to be like right in the middle of the lines. Okay, you know what? Here we go. Alright, hopefully that, again, this is where the fins are going to go, and then boom, we're just going to hopefully start connecting the other logs to the thing. Let this dry. Not bad, I'm a genius. Okay. I think that's totally a good amount of glue, as you can see right there. And if I don't put the damn thing in fast enough, alright, here we go. Here we go. Whoa. Alright, these tubes have just been coupled. Now we gotta let it dry. Yes. All aspects of the cone have in fact been sanded. It actually fits nice and good, as you can see right there. We're gonna do the blow test. There you go. Next step, we are now going to start to mount the retrieval system into tube number 4. Now I'm going to take glue and put it on top of this thing. This is the retrieval. It's going to go to the parachute and the cone. And then I jam it as far as I can. Fun glue. Probably like right about there, I think is good. Alright, so here we go. We're on day 3. This is definitely not an easy task, as I had expected. But somehow we are going to attach the fins. And I'm going to just glue them on here. We'll speed this up. Alright, so I guess that is what one of the fins is supposed to look like. We will repeat the process. Alright, let's seal this guy up and we'll call it a day. I think we're good. We're gonna get this. We got this. Utilizing these tweezers, I just very carefully put on the launch lugs. And I believe there's going to be a ginormous piece of metal that you just, boom, that's where the rocket rests on. And then hopefully the finish line is in sight here. Do I feel like I need to get outside and get some exercise because I've been sitting here too long? Yes. I'm now going to thread the parachute through the cone. Okay. Alright. Alright, and then you go like this through the thing. Alright, and then I guess you can double knot that somehow. How do you do that? So here we are about 1 week later after I started building the Mean Machine rocket made by the Estes company. This is actually, again, a 6-foot rocket. The parachute is somehow in there. I need to double check the parachute. And then, yeah, it's like pretty much I just connect everything. I have my launch pad right here. And then I'm just going to get some paint on this. And tomorrow, which is Monday, I'm going to start the week off right with a sweet rocket launch in the backyard, which may or may not be safe. So the next time you see this baby, it's going to be all ready to go. I'm excited. Let's do this. Alright, we got the remote control. I'm going to attach the engine right now. I feel like this is where it's going to be. Alright, so we're using a standard D12.5. No idea what that means. I think it's just the size of the engine. I put the orange stopper, which is required if you use a D-size engine. Okay. Entering now. Okay, not entering. Just enter the dang. Okay, there we go. Boom. Engine is in, and now we just need to add the electrical device. So all I'm going to do is take, this is going to heat up on the tip there, so I'm going to put that into that little hole in the engine, but I need to actually face these wires away from where those rods are. So let's see if I can do this here. Boom. Then you put the little plug that I have, it's all the way in there. Okay, and voila. And just like that, you can actually see that's where that is, and the wires are facing completely away. All right. That was easy. And when it comes to building rockets, pretty much have 96% no idea what the hell I'm doing. So hopefully that other 4% will allow me to send the man, the myth, the legend himself, the one and only, load up the rocket ship with rocket fuel and send this ultimate warrior head to outer space in the heavens above, to where he belongs. So without further ado, I am the LA Beast, and this is the 6-foot Mean Machine rocket. We got cameras rolling, let's do it. All right. Let's get a countdown. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa! 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At this point, I was screaming that I wished that it would not hit any trees. All right, we're in a little bit of a jam. We almost had it. There it is. All right, well, the rocket is definitely in the power lines. I don't want to try and retrieve it for safety reasons, so definitely have to check the weather for the camera. I don't think it's waterproof, and we're gonna get this down. We got this. Sweet, it worked. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yes. Oh.
Thank you. Amazing.